Reasons for enactment of Consumer Protection ACT 2019. Introduction. The Consumer Protection Act, 2019 was enacted to replace the Consumer Protection Act, 1986. Over time, markets expanded, technology advanced and consumer transactions became complex. The 1986 Act became inadequate to address modern challenges such as e-commerce, misleading advertisements, and product liability. The 2019 Act was introduced to strengthen consumer rights and provide effective, speedy remedies. It reflects a modern, consumer-centric and technology-aware approach. Growth of e-commerce and digital transactions. With rapid growth of online shopping and digital platforms, consumers increasingly faced issues like fake products, delayed delivery, and unfair return policies. The 1986 Act had no specific provisions to regulate e-commerce. The 2019 Act covers online marketplaces and e-commerce entities. It ensures accountability of digital sellers and platforms. This was a major reason for new legislation. Inadequacy of Consumer Protection Act, 1986. The 1986 Act was drafted for a simple market structure. It did not address modern trade practices, digital contracts, and cross-border transactions. Penalties were weak and enforcement was limited. Procedural delays reduced effectiveness. The need for a stronger and updated law led to enactment of the 2019 Act. Misleading advertisements and celebrity endorsements. Misleading advertisements became common, influencing consumer decisions unfairly. The old Act lacked strong provisions against false advertisements. The 2019 Act imposes penalties on manufacturers, advertisers, and endorsers. It ensures truthfulness in advertisements. Protecting consumers from deception was a key reason. Need for product liability provisions. Earlier, consumers had limited remedies for defective or unsafe products. There was no clear concept of product liability. The 2019 Act introduces product liability against manufacturers, sellers, and service providers. Consumers can now claim compensation for harm caused by defective products. This strengthens consumer safety. Establishment of Central Consumer Protection Authority. The 1986 Act lacked a central enforcement authority. There was no body to investigate unfair trade practices at the national level. The 2019 Act establishes the Central Consumer Protection Authority. It has powers to investigate, recall goods and impose penalties. Strong enforcement was a major reason for enactment. Need for faster and effective redressal. Though consumer forums existed earlier, delays and procedural issues persisted. The 2019 Act simplifies procedures and introduces mediation. It encourages speedy settlement of disputes. Jurisdiction limits were revised to improve access. Ensuring quick justice was an important objective. Protection of consumer rights in modern markets. Consumers today face complex contracts, technical services, and global brands. Individual consumers are weak compared to corporations. The 2019 Act strengthens consumer rights and remedies. It ensures fairness, transparency, and accountability. Protecting consumer dignity and confidence was a core reason. Alignment with global consumer protection standards. India needed to align its consumer laws with international best practices. Many countries had already modernized consumer protection laws. The 2019 Act adopts global principles like product liability and regulator-led enforcement. This enhances consumer trust and international credibility. Conclusion. The Consumer Protection Act, 2019 was enacted to meet the demands of a modern, digital and consumer-driven economy. By addressing shortcomings of the 1986 Act, regulating e-commerce, curbing misleading advertisements and strengthening enforcement, the law ensures effective consumer protection. It reflects a shift from simple redressal to strong regulation and prevention. Understanding these reasons is essential for LLB examinations and practical consumer law application.